ideology which has brought to us together. There is an ideology, east, west, north, south, I can see everyone. Everyone is sitting in this, under this roof. Why? Because there is an ideology. And that is what I think is the brighter side of the movement, that there is an ideology which is taking shape. And this ideology is the inclusive ideology. Baba Sahib Ambedkar's ideology, Phule's ideology, Savji Maharaj's ideology, which is coming, bringing people together. And that is why they are afraid of the Dalit movement. They are not afraid of reservations. Because they know that we can go out with reservations. But movements cannot be co-opted. Movements create, and I can see today 7 shades of Dalit movement. 7 shades of Dalit movement in India. One is of course social religious reform movement, which is going in every nook and corner, and Buddhism is the highlight of that. Every 14th of October you will see it. Every Vijayadashmi you will say that lakhs of people go to Diksha Bhumi in Nagpur. But sorry friends, you cannot watch it. It is not aired live. And the day it is aired live, you will see that that is going to be a part of a revolutionary movement, and it will be actually seeing that. What is happening? 14th of April, 6th of December, 14th of October, 28th of February, these are going to be the dates when India will come alive in an alternative perspective. There is a bureaucratic movement which is going on, and BAMSEP may be in number of parts, maybe a number of divisions, but yet it is a very solid movement which creates an ideology. And I am very much impressed by their annual conventions. Now they are trying to evolve a new ideology, and that is Mool Nivasi ideology, that we are the original inhabitants of this land. And this is all silently done. We should recognize that. The third is of course political movement. The lesser said the better. I don't want to sound political because there are bureaucrats sitting here and they are guided by their civil services conduct rule. So I will not be politically incorrect or correct. But definitely there is a political movement. And that has created fervor. That has created fervor, no doubt. Though it was a product of BAMSEP. It was a product of BAMSEP. Given birth by the bureaucrats. The third and fourth class employees gave birth to that movement. And therefore I still think that there is a movement of bureaucrats as well. The employees pay back to society. And of course politics. The fourth, as just now I think Paul Divakar has gone. This is a fourth movement of civil society, the Dalit civil society, who went, those who have gone to Durban, and they tried to create an atmosphere that look, caste is discriminatory, and caste be included in United Nations as a part of discrimination on birth and descent, and they have been successful. They have been successful to get included caste into the United Nations as a part, and I should salute as a part of birth and descent. So I think NCDHR and other friends are loving civil society. They should be, of course, MacDowell is another true party-led movement. They should all congratulate them. The fifth is of course the Dalit women movement. They want now their separate state. They said that Dalit movement is not representing us ourselves. So we have a very different demand and we want a separate state. So Dalit women are actually trying to Ruth Manorma and others. So they are trying to create another movement, an independent Dalit women movement. And of course, the movement of Indian diaspora. Indian diaspora, friends, is a very important movement for us to remember and ponder. Because these were the Dalits who went as indentured laborers. Gandhi did not fight their fight. when he was in South Africa, he was not fighting for indentured laborers. He was fighting for petty bourgeois. He left our indentured laborers there. So indentured laborer who went there, the first generation, second generation indentured laborers, I dissociate the old diaspora and new diaspora. Indian Dalit diaspora is trying to create their own international movement. The second anti-caste conference is going to take place in Malaysia. Now, because of their movement, friends, Baba Saheb Ambedkar has become a world citizen. Because of them, Baba Saheb has become a world citizen. How you will say? Let me give you some instances. Baba Saheb bust is present in Columbia University. Now, Baba Saheb bust is present. Baba Saheb statue is present in Columbia University, and there is a regular seminar. Baba Saheb bust is present in Canada, in San Fraser University. Baba Saheb's memorial lecture is there in Manchester Metropolitan University. Baba Saheb's statue and memorial lecture is present in London School of Economics. Baba Saheb lecture series is being organized in Calgary University. If you travel across Europe and America, even to other states of Europe, you will find Ravidasis all over. Buddha Viharas are coming up in great numbers. Now these are the symbols which are trying to create Dalit community as an international community. It is no more a national issue. It has gone to beyond the shores, and therefore now it is a new type of fervor which is getting. But we keep on trying to beat our breast. Oh, Mahathir, Mahathir. You can definitely lead a movement. Glass is half full and glass is half filled. Half empty and half full. Which way you want to go? Whether you begin by glass half empty or glass half full. I think we have all the way, we have all these years tried to organize ourselves on the basis of our exploitation, suppression, discrimination, exclusion. I agree, these are our very, very important pressure. We have to keep this exclusion, this oppression, this suppression. We have to keep in mind to create ourselves conscious, to keep ourselves conscious, no doubt, friends. This is there. But can we also celebrate our little bit of achievements? Can we celebrate our positive achievements also? Can we celebrate our merit? There are so many people, there are so many achievements within our own community. But we cannot celebrate even one thing. And they keep on. Our chief guest for the day has come. Come. Hockey. But I don't have the list. I think now it's the most crucial thing that we can celebrate our achievements, and there are a number of achievements. If we can celebrate that, I think we can motivate ourselves from a very different vantage point. And if that celebration of our achievements begins as earliest as possible, I think that an alternative ideology and philosophy can be constructed. Otherwise, how long are we going to ask for the state? The whole agenda is set by the state, and the state never listens. We keep on going time and again to the state, but the state never listens. As I told you, the whole 12th approach paper for the 12th plan did not 1999. So you can have growth without dignity, without equality, without respect. We don't want this growth without dignity. I think growth has to be with dignity. And in that context, friends, we say that the 4% which has been allotted to Dicky, 4%, it is so misleading. It is so misleading on the one hand that 3% or 4% is not still mandatory on the government. It can take 3 years on their own. And then we do not know whether Dalits produce those elements which are going to be procured by the government. We do not know. But why government has not opened its avenues where it can grant us leadership? There are 200 to 250 public sector units. Now these units could have easily given dealership to the Dalits. The bank would have given loans for dealership and they would have sold it and given back money to the government of India. This could have been done easily. But government has done a very tricky thing. They want to go into procurement. And procurement where the quality check will be by the government officials. And that is also, they have to implement it within 3 years. So I think this Dicky, which is keeping you in Dicky and telling you not to come to Ficky, has to be broken. Has to be the myth of the Dalit entrepreneurs has to be broken. And if we keep on demanding to the state, I don't think it is going to happen. We don't demand from the state. The state gives when he thinks or the state thinks that yes, people are capable to take it. So let's not demand. Let us debate. Let us debate and debate so loudly that that debate reaches to the corridors of power